Hi, I'm J B Greene. Thanks for finding me here on YouTube. I've spent more than 4 decades chasing stories, first as a journalist and now as a novelist. My 40-plus year career as a reporter took me across the country, covering healthcare, government, crime, energy, and the environment. Along the way, I worked for newspapers and magazines, including Crane's Detroit Business, Modern Healthcare, American Medical News, the St. Paul Pioneer Press, and the Bradenton Herald. My roots in journalism began at the independent Florida Alligator while studying at the University of Florida, where I combined my interests in environmental science and writing. Over those 40 years, I reported on hospitals and doctors, nurses, insurance executives, and politicians, as well as the people caught up in their decisions. I covered budget cuts and medical innovation, hospital, medical group, and insurance company mergers, the impact of hurricanes on utilities, airplane crashes, oil spills and phosphate discharges on rivers and bays, the promises and pitfalls of electric vehicles, and the rise of online gambling. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I reported extensively from Detroit, covering COVID-19 infections and deaths, vaccine rollouts, long haulers, overwhelmed hospitals, shutdowns and slowdowns, and the human cost of a healthcare system stretched to the breaking point. That stretch of work was some of the most challenging and meaningful of my career. But journalism wasn't the end of the road for me. It was a foundation for something new. In 2023, I turned my full attention to fiction, launching Bocaden Press as a home for my novels. My fiction, like my reporting, leans heavily on research, a passion for truth, and a fascination with the hidden forces that shape lives. I write in 2 different worlds. The first is the Jack Kendall Mystery series, Mountain Crossing, Becky, Bone Valley, and scheduled for release in December, No Comey's Hospital, stories that follow an investigative journalist based in Sarasota. Jack Kendall reflects much of what I value in journalism: fairness, ethics, and the willingness to risk everything to uncover the truth. These books are steeped in Florida's landscapes and environmental battles, subjects I've followed for decades both on the page and in person. The second world is a Tim and Peggy Smith space adventure trilogy, a blend of science fiction, suspense, and human resilience. Beginning with Danger from Space and continuing with Flight to the Stars, with Chill to the Stars coming in 2026, the series explores the vast unknowns of the cosmos while holding on to human struggles and hopes that drive exploration. I was born in Sarasota in 1954, and though my work has taken me across the country, I've always carried Florida with me. Its history, its people, its fragile, powerful environment, and its magnificent barrier islands. That sense of place runs through both my reporting and my fiction. At its core, my writing, whether journalism or novels, has always been about shining a light. Sometimes it's about corruption or injustice. Sometimes it's on the quiet, stubborn hope that keeps people moving forward. And sometimes it's on the mysteries, earthbound or interstellar, that remind us there's always more to discover. If you'd like to follow my journey as both an investigative reporter and novelist, you can subscribe to my author newsletter for news on my books, behind-the-scenes updates, sneak peeks, and giveaways at www.jbgreene.com. On my website, you can explore my books in the Jack Kendall Mystery series and Tim and Peggy Smith Space Adventure trilogy, and find links to Amazon where you can buy my paperback and ebooks. You also can find my paperbacks on the Barnes & Noble website and any independent bookstore or retailer website. Reach out. I love hearing from readers about what you're reading, thinking, or writing. This is J B Greene, author, journalist, storyteller, inviting you to comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out my other book videos. Thanks for your support, and as always, pursue the truth.